Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Cod and Two Minds podcast.
What's up, everybody? We're back, bitches. After a long international break, Cod and Two Minds. It's here. We're doing this. E. Marshall here, and I'm joined with my co-host and longtime friend, Fitty Mac. Fitty Mac, what's been going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Just gonna tell everybody right from the start, happy holidays. They're coming up. Thanksgiving. You won't hear us until after Thanksgiving. I happen to just had a very nice celebration a little early this year because family's going to be out of town and doing other things. So my belly is full. It's full, dog.
So you did the early Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Good. I like
our family's never been real conventional. You know, wherever it fits in, get in where it fits in.
Right. You guys are all international players. You know what I mean? You got a lot of shit going on, cruising around.
Oh, you know it.
You probably got a casino to hit up for a little pie gal, a little whiskey. You probably gonna be out of town or something. But yeah, blame it on the family. I got you.
A real player from the Himalayas.
You got a golf tournament in Hawaii you got to go to. I got you, man. You know, big things, big things. Well, you know, it was
whichever way the wind blows. Whichever way the wind blows, you know.
Oh, I know. Did you go out and you went out? A lot of shit's been going on since we've been off the air. You know, the election. Did you go out and cry because Hillary didn't?
Oh, I went and held hands around the lake. Oh,
you're one of those fools. You're one of those men out there protested that Hillary didn't get elected just so you could get some pussy. Go ahead.
Get the irony of this. Right here in Oakland, there's a beautiful man-made lake called Lake Merritt.
Yeah.
And everybody went out one day and they held hands around a lake that is known for well, let's say that it's known for where you find floating bodies in the morning and drug deals and
right.
It was such a beautiful scene. It was a beautiful scene.
It's a big toilet bowl. Yeah. I used to drink many a 40 around Lake Merritt. So beautiful. That's great. So yeah, just it's like the dudes that go to abortion protests, they just go to get pussy. You know what I mean?
No, it should be a good turnout.
Because, I mean, at least you know the girls there do fuck. You know what I mean? Because they're protesting. But anyway, it's all good. What are we talking about? You know? Why are you doing this to me? Anyway, long week.
Okay.
Long week, lot of shit going on. Congratulations to Donald Trump and his family. I'm fucking around, but did you see? My favorite is the little son. That's the fucking face of evil right there. That's the future face of evil. Did you see him when he was? Did you see him when he was standing there? He was just like, man,
oh yeah.
I hate all this bullshit. I'm gonna have to move from New York, Dad. Anyway, that's enough of that. Weed is you can smoke weed whenever you want in California now, right? Recreational.
California signed on with the program, dog.
Well, good. Maybe that'll calm some of you fuckers down, you know?
It's
never going to happen here in Texas. We're a conservative state. We like guns, titty bars, Mexicans, and guns again. Oh, and churches, pawn shops, titty bars, and guns. That's what you got here. So you're gonna have to wait a while on your recreational weed smoke here in this state. And it's whatever. You know what I mean? Mexico's right there. It's flowing through the state. No problems. But anyway, enough of all that. International break was, the older I get, the least I'm into it. I used to be one of those fools, who would, be like, damn, why does everybody get on international break? It's kind of cool to watch, but no, it's awful, especially from United. I'm going to go ahead and go on a rant just from United States men's national team.
What you gonna rant on, dog?
The United States men's national team. It's we're not there. We're never gonna be there. We don't. And to me, it all boils down to the coaching in this country. We don't. Or just I don't know, the athletes we have playing. We have some of the best athletes in the world, and I just don't think that we have the right people playing. Kids play soccer in this country before they play any other sport, and it just slowly dwindles down to you're going to play football, baseball, or basketball. But more kids in this country play soccer at an earlier age than anywhere damn near in the world, just because of the sheer amount of people we have, and just the development of those kids into world-class players is just not happening. And to me, it all boils down to coaching. We teach kids how to run through cones, and our fitness is incredible, but as far as technique, first touch, that Mexico game, the ability to trap and control the ball and make up string some passes together was completely non-existent. There's no imagination. And then what it boils down to is, the tactics. Now here I am talking about coaching tactics, and Jurgen Klinsmann, he's German, he's won a World Cup, he's played all over the world, and he decides to go with 3 at the back with this group of players. So just from an overall standpoint, it's a horror show. Now, with all that said, we're going to qualify for the World Cup. We'll squeak out of the group, and we'll lose in the knockout. That's what we do. Is there anything wrong with that based on expectations? It shouldn't be. You know what I mean? But are we getting tired of that? Yeah. Anyway, what are some of your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, first of all, like you said, we qualify because we come from the second worst region of FIFA in the world.
Right.
Only the Asia, Australia little hookup is probably worse.
Right.
So that just tells you how little we have to do to actually be able to qualify. It's embarrassing. Part of what you said was so true. Like the athletes in America, I think really the truest, most embarrassing, because our skilled players up top, I'm not going to say they're great. I'm not going to say that they're wonderful, but they can't do anything if they don't get service.
Right.
You have to get some kind of service to them, and the dudes that we have playing behind them are a joke.
Right.
A joke. I'm sorry, any of you U.S. national team lovers. I got friends that try to tell me, man, it was better when Bradley was here and blah, blah, blah. Bob Bradley was a joke as a coach, and his son is, the rest of the world would laugh about what I'm about to say, but his son is way overrated. And how you could even say that is funny if you watched him play these last 2 games. Right. The dude is slow. He's got no athletic ability. His first touch is ridiculous.
Gosh, yeah.
So when you say athletes, it's like, it's embarrassing that 2 guys that are playing defensive mid, and believe me, Jermaine Jones, I love you for your effort. But, you're 35,
right.
You're not an athlete anymore at a top caliber. And it's embarrassing that we can't replace 2 slow-ass midfielders that are constantly late to the ball, can't do shit when we need them to track back.
Right.
With some athletes. Where are the athletes in America?
Bradley can't get close to anybody in midfield. He really can't. And he hasn't been good ever since he left Roma. Was it Roma?
Yeah, he had a good little run.
Oh no, when he was at Chievo before he went to Roma.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because he was he was pretty solid then. But yeah, as far as foot speed, athletic ability, it's just not there. And to me, to me, it's just the way we're coaching these kids in this country. We're not coaching them to. And I'm not saying showboat and be flamboyant, but when they're young, give them the freedom to try and do anything. You know what I mean? Teach them how to make a pass into space, or, make runs off the ball, or do flicks. Just be creative. You're an open palette to try and do whatever you want to do for the first. I don't know. For the first 10 years of you playing, most kids start playing when they're like 4 or 5 in this country, and it's just so structured. It's expensive. You got to have money to pay for your kid to play and things like that, and all that. Stuff needs to. Bureaucracy stuff needs to just be wiped out, and it just needs to be free. You know what I mean? Excuse me, to compare it to another sport, in the inner city in this country, there's a basketball court on every court, and ain't no coaches standing around with whistles and cones. It's a bunch of brothers out there, trying the different moves of their idols and going head to head over and over and over again. You know what I mean? There's no structure. It's freedom. And then when they get to a certain age, when they start playing high school, it gets a little more structured. You reel them in a little bit. You know what I mean? And you progress that way. Can you imagine, going to the inner city basketball court and, signing kids up to play basketball and teaching them, you know what I mean? All the little, the coaching needs to change, dude. It just there's something needs to happen as far as getting these kids from an early age to just be free and be creative like they do all over the world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And don't even get me started on the whole college thing. I
was just thinking of that.
You know what I mean?
Thinking about that.
To me, what it boils down to is a lot of parents have realized it's an easy scholarship. It's an easy way to get your kid who's a half decent athlete a scholarship into a college and get a free education. And when they're done, go work at a call center or something, because every university has a soccer team. The best athletes aren't playing soccer. So if you have an average athlete, these universities have to fill these rosters. So when if you make a college team, you're going to get a scholarship. So, hey, go ahead, Johnny. Play soccer for a little while, and hopefully you're halfway decent enough to get a scholarship. And that's an easy scholarship if you got a little bit of talent, because just the competition isn't really there. So plus they only play 15 games a season. What I mean? What's that gonna do? By the time they get out from that, if you are one of the people with some potential, you're just so way behind. You're like 21. You know what I mean? You've graduated from college. You're 21. You probably got about, I don't know, in 4 years, 60 games under your belt. And, what's your next move? MLS or the other league we have in this country. And it's just, if you look around the world, we just got it so wrong on that standpoint.
Yep.
But enough of that, Figgy. Unless you want to keep going.
Nah, the one thing I just invite everybody to just remember, because I know they know this. You can go around any city in this country, and any of the major cities. Any city in this country's got 25 people that could play Division I basketball right now that aren't playing.
Right.
And the same thing rings true for soccer. How come we can't find them?
Right.
How come we can't get them into the program and playing?
Exactly.
Dude, I went down to San Jose to go watch my niece play softball.
Yeah.
And at the same field, they got one of those little small caged in soccer little things.
40 Mexicans.
They play with the small. They play with a small ball.
Yeah.
They all got their own teams, and there's at least 40 to 50 Mexicans, all just kicking it, and you seeing talent, and I'm like, man, these dudes are better than our fucking national team.
Right. You mix in a few Africans. You know, what do you want?
Yep.
What do you want?
Few.
You want to play?
Okay. Our turn.
Do you want to play? You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, that's all I really want to talk about as far as United States men's national team. We lost twice, and we're still going to qualify. No big deal. We'll get to the World Cup. Oh, my gosh. We're going to get out of the group. Oh, this is great. You know, we get to drink at 5 o'clock in the morning. All right. And, you know, we'll lose in the knockout rounds. So, with that said, on to the main dish, so to speak, for this Thanksgiving week podcast.
Ooh.
It is Piss and Moan Monday, and I'm gonna piss and moan for the rest of the show. You know what I mean? That was Arsenal traveled to Old Trafford to play Man U, and just an awful game. You have to expect it. It's kind of like midweek Champions League game coming off those. Teams are going to look tired. The rhythm's going to be off. It's going to be disjointed. In this case, it was just, you know, from an Arsenal perspective, we had no rhythm. We weren't able to match the intensity of Man U. They came out really aggressive. They were kind of pushing us around, and you know, you can say it's expected after an international break, but hey, Manchester United has some players that were away on international duty, and they were up for it. You know, their coach had them physically and mentally ready to at least fight, you know, from the opening whistle. And I just don't think Arsenal really or Wenger had the team really prepared for that. We looked real slow and tired throughout the game.
I don't even care. I really don't care what other people think about what I'm about to say, because you know, you can bill me as an anti-Wenger guy if you want, but I'm not. I like Wenger. Yeah. He's a Wenger guy. But hey, the best get it wrong sometimes. And I am so upset that he started Ramsey out of position.
That was going to be my piss it down play. I got some shit to add to that. But yeah, go ahead.
Even though I disagree with putting him on the right, if you're going to put him out on the field, why is he on the left? What's he doing over there anyway? But number two, Ramsey. I'm sorry, man. I'm ready for you to go, dude. I can't handle it no more.
Right.
Your lack of being able to play the ball forward, your lack of being able, you know what? Even if he just played passes, like didn't try to do anything, just played passes through to the next guy, I would probably be less upset. But how many times am I going to see him receive the ball? There's an obvious pass there, but he's not going to take that one.
Right.
He's gonna stutter step, stop with the ball, try to bounce it outside of somebody else, and pass it to somebody else sneaky and creatively.
Right.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I'm done. Dude. I'm done.
Aaron, 3-touch Ramsey. He's going to get another touch on that one. But yeah, here's the thing. I used to get on Aaron Ramsey a lot. I get on him a lot. But I'm starting to think, like, you know, he's constantly being played out of position by Wenger. And Saturday was the worst case of that. Like, the worst possible place to put Ramsey would be on the left. Now, you know, they say, what is it? Hindsight is 20/20. But, you know, hindsight is actually fun too, because you think about the lineups. You know, if to me, if you're gonna play Alexis, play him on the left and start Giroud.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? If that's what you want, and really try to win this game. So this is how I would have had it. I would have had Giroud I would have had Alexis on the left. And because I'm starting to Giroux, I wouldn't have started Theo. I would have started Ox. So if we do need a striker late in the game, we need some, bring in Theo. That probably wouldn't have done shit. But I think if we started those three up top, we would have won that game. And the El Nini with Cock in the middle, now here's the thing. Wenger clearly wants to shoehorn Aaron Ramsey into the lineup. He clearly wants him to play, like, at all costs. He must be out on the field. If that's the case, take out either El Nini or Cock and play him in the Santi role. I mean, if you want to get the best out of him. If you're playing him on the left or the right, you're not going to get the best out of him, and he's never going to be in his position. Like that whole first half, he was all over the place. He was making more runs in the box than Alexis. And it's just like you're never going to get the best out of Aaron Ramsey if you continuously play him out of position. And he's not really in form. So he doesn't even really deserve to play. But if you're going to play him in the middle, play him in the Sandy role. You know,
what's the message you're sending Cock? The Ox and Iwobi. You know,
right?
And I know everybody could be quick to say, well, Iwobi's not really, like, he hasn't really been on form lately. But Iwobi, come on, dude. Like, a guy that played as good as he did for the first 10 games of the year. Right. Deserves a break when deserves us to stay off his back when he has 1 or 2 games that maybe weren't the same as his first 10.
Well, what's he?
Give the guy a break, dude.
What's he, a teenager? Right. You know what I mean? It's going to be some peaks and valleys.
And by the way, to add on to what you said, surprisingly, even though I totally disagree with the fact that after he brought in 3 subs, Ramsey is still on the pitch.
Right.
Where did he put Ramsey? He moved him. He slid him back up to the defensive mid spot.
To Santi,
and adjusted everybody else around. And even though Ramsey had no business being out there, like you said, if you just are going to put him out there, then put him back there where Santi plays.
Yeah, just play him in the middle of the pitch. That way he just runs. He runs straight and he runs back. He's not zigzagging all over the pitch. You know what I mean? That's what he does when he plays on the left or the right. So it was a game we could have won. The Manchester United back line was not their. They had a lot of injuries, and I just think if we just set up the way I just said, Alexis, Giroux, Ox, Cock, Ramsey, Ozil. Oh gosh. Hold on. Let me go ahead and talk some shit about Ozil.
Well, real quick. So like you were saying, because I will admit, like, Wenger has broken this down to the point where, like, okay, I've seen Alexi start up top enough times that it's not as much of a shock to me when I see that he's up there anymore. But in the same regard, we've talked many times about how different situations call for different adjustments.
Right. When you play,
so you make the adjustment when you're playing against a second-rate back line, and you know that if there's anything that Mourinho's going to have these guys out here doing is trying to sock in, put out effort, and try to stop us,
be physical.
Then we need somebody that can play headers.
Right.
Be physical, play headers, because that's probably going to be the only way we get the ball shot on goal.
Right. Their whole you could see it throughout the whole first half. They were gonna press us real hard and be physical with us. When you see little Juan Mata going up for aerial duels and just banging into people, you know what I mean? You see the approach. Go out here and punk these guys. They're still soft, and this is how we used to beat them with Chelsea. So in that case, you need a big, strong center forward like Giroux to at least be able to hold the ball up, you know what I mean? And Alexis can make runs off him. I just think Alexis, he was just lost out there because it was a physical game. He's a little guy, he's tired. It's, to me, he just got it all wrong from the beginning with the lineup. And like I said, oh gosh, at times that's easy for you to say now, but I mean, you could see that performance coming if you've watched Arsenal play against Jose Mourinho teams. You could see that performance coming. Little gun shy, little hesitant, trying to do too much. Theo freaking out, rushing, no composure, trying to make a cool pass. You could just see everybody just playing with no composure and just freaking out, but at the same time not matching the physicality and intensity of Jose Mourinho's teams. And that was the bottom line. You know what I mean? We should have been out there kicking lumps in everybody. You kick
a middle of the pitch led by Michael Carrick. Did you hear me, folks? Michael Carrick was the guy in the middle that we were supposed to not be able to exploit. Come on, man. This is a joke, right? Is this a joke? What the hell happened?
Right. Oh gosh, his positioning is great. He doesn't have the foot speed, but yeah, we should have been able to run circles around him. And just wasn't there. And the way they scored their first goal was on a throw-in, classic Arsenal defending. A throw in. It's a simple little throw in leads to a goal. Just little shit like that. But we did fight back. To earn a point. He did make some subs. I thought he made them too late. It was just to me it was a game we should have really been really trying to break our necks to win, and it just doesn't seem like we did that, as far as, and it could be fatigue, but like I said, man, you had players on international duty too. So, sometimes you got to suck it up. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I mean, either you and I have watched a lot of games together, so we end up with the same take on this shit, or it's just really obvious to me, you, and a lot of other people. But the other thing you just said, when it's so glaringly obvious that it's not working right now, why do you wait until the 70th minute to bring somebody in? The 70th minute. 75th minute, maybe. Yeah. I can't remember, but it was late.
Right, always.
And I was screaming for 15 minutes, like, don't do this. Bring somebody in. And then all of a sudden, like you said, on a basic throw-in, boom, cut in. Boom, boom, goal. They score on us. Yeah. And I'm just like, you're going to wait? Are you going to wait until it's too late? Or are you going to do something ahead of time? Figure it out and do something now.
Right. Yeah, no, it's typical classic shit, man. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? You don't make any adjustments at halftime. You know what I mean? You don't make any changes at the 60th minute. You wait. That's what he does. That's what he does. And and
these are the few points that I come out and I say, which we've said before, stubborn old man.
Yeah,
and that's the only time I really like will point that out. But stubborn old man, it's like he's trolling us. Us fans, like,
well, I mean,
these are my choices, and this is what I'm going to do.
Well, we are
going to leave him in.
Here's the beauty of it. They, he made the changes and we scored. That, yeah. That's what really sucks. So we're pissing him on is like he waited, he made the changes and he scored. And that's what all the Arsene Wenger in people, who are clinging onto his ball sack. Oh my gosh, he's the greatest ever. You can't say anything bad about him. You can't disagree with him.
Relax.
That's what they're gonna say, and they're right. He made the changes and we scored. And that's a game in the past. I don't know. We say that shit every year. That's a game in the past we would have lost. Like you know what I mean? Every season I say that, and that's the case with this one. But another thing I want to piss him on about would be Ozil. Everything you loved about Ozil was the Ludacris goal, and everything you hate about Ozil was Saturday's game. Everything. It's a big match, and he completely gets squeezed out of the game. And doesn't really look like he gives two shits about it. Now, that's everything you hate about him. I love the guy. I think he's a genius. And, with genius, there's a touch of madness. And Saturday would be madness because he did absolutely nothing. And he has no excuse because he didn't go on international duty. And, maybe I hope Germany call him for every international game from now on, because if that's the way he's going to play, if he doesn't go, I mean, that was just terrible. He didn't do anything. And I mean, that back line, Carrick, he should have been able to run rings around him. But I think, a lot of that has to do with Ramsey or even El Nini and Koch together in the midfield. You know what I mean? As far as not really trying to find him and get them the ball like Santi can. And, like you said, if you pass the ball to Ramsey, he's going to 3-touch Ramsey. He's going to take 3 touches, do a little spin, maybe a back heel, and try to make a Hollywood pass somewhere instead of just passing the ball to Ozil, who's always pretty much open because he's always moving. Just get him the ball. And, but either way, very dull, uninspiring performance from somebody who should have been fully rested and ready to go.
Yeah. My only defense, which it's not a defense, but the only thing I think I do notice, which you mentioned, was I do believe that the link up play with him and Alexi works best when Alexi's out wide on the left. Right. They feel each other more. Between the two of them, somebody's always kind of cutting, hitting the hole. Right. And they leave themselves options to, okay, do I make the pass, or I could just cut in on this guy and look for the next pass, Exactly. And I think there's a bit of that loss when Alexi's up top. Originally, look, I'm back to it again. Originally, at first I was like, why the hell is he starting Alexi up there? Why isn't Giroud? And then I find out, okay, well, Giroud had this little thing with his toe and he wasn't 100, and he kind of like experimented. I'm going to try Alexi up top for a while, but like I'm kind of over it. Like I want Alexi out on the left. It's not so much that I don't think Alexi could play up top, but I want him out left. I want him out left.
Here's the thing. That's a great point. Here's the thing. We've seen it now for maybe the last 3 weeks or the last few games, that when Giroud comes into the game and Alexis goes out left, the game becomes alive for Arsenal from an attacking point of view. Things start to open up. You know what I mean? Alexis causes havoc on that left side, and you can clearly see there's a difference in the way we play when Giroud is in the middle and Alexis is out left. Clearly see it, and it wasn't always clear as day, but these last few games I can see, okay, there's something going on here, and it's because Alexis is out left, on the ball more, going at people 1v1, doing more things, him and Monreal, I'm over it too. Just because Giroud gives us something we don't really have, and that's being able to hold up the ball, like when the team's pressing us, like they weren't letting us play from the back. We had to lump it up front. We would lump it up there at Alexis, and he couldn't win the ball or control it, and we couldn't get anything off those those kicks from the back. So it was a great tactic by Mourinho. If you're going to play Alexis, I'll press your defenders, make them kick the ball up the field, and we'll get the ball right back. At least with Giroud, he can fight for those aerial duels and do flicks, or he can even bring it down, control it, and we can build some momentum, from those passes from the back. And we didn't have that on Saturday. So,
Nope.
Until he came in the game.
It's wonderful being able to bring Giroud off the bench, but man, I don't feel like waiting until the 85th minute to score a game tire or even a game winner. Like I'd rather have Giroud out there and us put some games away. Put them away,
Right. Especially against teams we feel we should beat, and teams we need to beat. Play them all. Giroud, Ox, Alexis, play them all. And, it was just, Yeah, I don't know if there's anything wrong with Drew, but he looked fine to me. And Alexis had a damn motherfucking wrap around his whole damn thigh. He was out there.
And he was out there.
And he just 15-hour flight from Chile. Is it? They kept saying 15-hour flight. Does it take that long to fly from Chile to, or is that some bullshit?
Yeah, I bet you it is.
Whatever.
I bet you it is.
Kroenke didn't give him the private. Anyway, it's whatever. Let's see. Last but not least, Theo. He's regressing.
Was he out there?
Yeah.
Did he play?
Yeah, he's clearly regressing. Clearly. It's not the same Theo we saw earlier this season. A lot of freaking out, a lot of no composure, a lot of just not really doing shit,
Knock. Yes, Miss Walcott, can Theo come out and play, please?
Right. Now did the announcer say he was going to have a baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I'm gonna give him a pass. You know what I mean? His girlfriend, baby mama, whatever she is gonna have a baby at any moment.
Yeah.
Any moment. Maybe don't. Maybe not. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you don't want to start this guy. I don't know. Maybe his mind's not going to be in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a lot. Maybe there's something else on his mind throughout the game where, I'm gonna let Ox play, or I'll do something. You know what I mean? I'll put Ramsey over there. Maybe you don't want to start this guy with so much shit on his mind.
Hey, make the classy move and go ahead and tell him, hey, you know what? It's your first kid. Go be with your.
It's his second kid, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but still.
Oh well, in that case, start his ass.
either way, give him the day off. Go be with your wife, baby mama, whatever she is. Go be with her. Hold her hand. Watch her squeeze it out. Come on. So yeah, I'll take back my piss and moan on Theo. He had a lot on his mind, and that's another decision by Wenger. We can kind of be like, I don't know. I don't know why you would do that. But I thought some positives. The way we fought back, I thought Ox, the way he beat what's his name? Oh, Pinhead. What's the kid? Was
it Blend? Did he
he beat the striker dude. I forget his name all of a sudden. Pinhead. He started up top for
Ander Herrera.
No, never mind.
Look,
I'm having a straight brain fart. The striker who played for Zlatan, the kid.
Oh, Rashford.
Yeah, Pinhead Rashford. The way he
Pinhead Rashford.
He's got a skinny ass head, dude. Skinny ass head. But anyway, the way Ox beat him and floated that just beautiful ball to Giroud was wonderful. I thought his energy when he came on, he was good. I thought Jinko was solid. We really didn't have too much to do, even though they kind of controlled things. I thought Jinko filled in nicely.
I had no issues with Jinko. Center backs played well, I thought.
We got a little scrambled on the throw in, but Czech was great. All in all, we just to me the game boiled down to one team was intense, aggressive, and ready to go, and one team looked really, really tired.
Yeah.
And in the lineup, Ramsey on the left is never gonna work. I don't care.
I mean, there's two real lineup changes that needed to be made for me, and I'm not even going to call out Walcott. Like I was saying with the Wobie, Walcott's earned he's earned his time. So if he starts, I'm not really going to complain and stuff right now. Right now. But I think it's kind of it's starting to get obvious now. Like Koch and El Nini are not your best combo at defensive mid.
Right. A lot of sideways passes.
One or the other. And I mean, really, like I say, we might have even, Xhaka might not be the fastest, it's speed wise, but in a game that we didn't take a single shot on goal until the 89th minute.
Right. He might be a better option.
Jaka he might actually pull some shots for us at least, like take a few, you know.
I just wish one of those two had a little more speed. That way we could take Cock out. You know what I mean? And play those two and kind of have Xhaka be the Santi role. But I just wish they, you know, El Nini and Xhaka had a little more speed to really be like, you know what? Okay, Cock, you're going to sit out this game. But we need Cock out there because he's the only one who can really cover ground in that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I don't really believe Walcott and Bellerin are faster than Coquelin. I don't. I'm watching Coquelin roll around the fucking pitch, dude. Come on, man. This dude is like lightning out of a bottle sometimes.
Yeah. He needs to go to a barber and get a better fade though. I'm tired of that haircut. Get your shit together.
Hey man, fix the doohickeys. The doohickeys and the jujubes all in your hair.
You know what I mean? Fix your shit, dude. Get a fade. Get a fade. Anyway, enough of that. Who we got? Let's see. So anyway, we get a point. Liverpool drew, so we didn't lose ground on them. Tottenham, those dirty bastards, they won. Yeah, Chelsea won. Yeah. So anyway, we're still in the hunt. You know, we'll see how it goes. I think Santi being gone is gonna cause us a little problems as far as the flow. But you know, maybe we'll get that rhythm back when we play. You know, there's no more international breaks until March, so you know that's a beautiful thing. You know, so maybe we can get some rhythm. Who knows?
Yeah, the Wednesday PSG.
At home.
A big game. At home, it's a big game.
Must win.
We win this, and I believe we win the group.
Yes, we beat them. We win the group. I think we'll have to play whoever the other team. Basel? Yeah. I don't know. There's so much shit going on.
Yeah, we'll have one more with Basel, but if we win the group, guarantee we draw Real Madrid. So, okay. Anyway, moving on.
They're sitting second right now in their group, huh?
I think they're sitting second right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever the toughest team in second place, that's what we're gonna get. Just so it's like, oh wow, we won the group. You got Real Madrid. Cool. But like I said, you know, the sooner we get out of all these competitions, we can't really win, and we can focus on league, the better. I hate to say it, but I want to win the league. This is gonna be his last year. I want him to go out with a premiership championship. So, you know,
I hear you.
Call me a hater. Call me a hater. But anyway, so that'll do it.
And as much as you said, like, as much as you pointed out, like, you know, I want to win league and stuff, and as upset as we've sound today about how the performance went down, a draw against one of our tougher competitions, and these are the things that have to happen to win league.
Right.
At least pull a draw against these guys, get your point, get out of town.
Right.
And we got Bournemouth and somebody else on the weaker side coming up. You know,
be able to get back on track.
Let's go handle our business, and that's going to get us into December. And, you know,
all hell's going to break loose.
Let the madness start again.
Right. All hell's going to break loose. But, yeah, if we can get on a little roll before all those games come around Boxing Day, that'll be great. That'll keep us in the hunt. So, yeah. Let's see. I don't have anything else to say. I think I've got it all off my chest for this week. You know, I'm ready. I'm behind the team again. You know, Wenger's the greatest. Yeah, everything's wonderful. Theo's got his shit together. She had I don't know. You know, hey, what are you talking about?
Right.
You got it. You got it. Yeah. You got anything you got any inspiration you want to give the people? Anything you want to say? You know, about this. You know, holiday season.
I just tell everybody. You know. In America here, you've had a lot of focus and a lot of, you know, maybe some of you had angst. Maybe some of you have reasons to celebrate because of our past election. But, you know, holidays coming up, man, like, just go be with your family. Live your life. Like, let's not act like the president is the one who makes all the decisions in your personal life. Your personal life is your own. You're gonna do what you do with your life what you want to do with your life.
Ooh, that was beautiful. Now, based on everything you just said, I'm moving to Liberia.
Hey, it's your life.
Who cares? Come on. Who cares about the election and all that shit? Did I vote? Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna say if I voted or not, because I like to pretend like I'm complaining over and over again. But anyway, I feel like I have a pass that I can complain, but I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. I like Ivanka. You know what I mean? I like the way she handles herself. I like, she's that's my type of woman. She's a big classy broad. You know what I mean? She speaks well. I hope she has a bigger role. No, come on. Let me just get this off my chest. It's pissing me now. I think, you know what I mean? When you watch the way she handles those interviews and the tone of her voice, it's fantastic. Those suits, I really do. She went to Japan. Look, this is how good Donald Trump is. He took her to Japan to meet with the prime minister or whoever, the leader of Japan. I don't know, is it a prince or a king or whatever, but somebody. And that motherfucking Japanese dude saw this big broad and was like, whatever you want, let me, whatever you want, let me have your data. You know what I mean? Like, whatever deals you want to sign. Why else would he bring Ivanka? You know what I mean? Anyway, genius, brilliant. She's gonna be going everywhere with that fool. Everywhere. Ivanka, you're coming with me. But anyway. Enough. It looks like your signal's going out as we speak. I don't really have any inspiration. If you don't have a target, you never hit your goal. You never hit your mark. So fucking plan it out. Think about it. Figure out what you want to do and do it. It can't be going and working for a 9 to 5 for some jerk off who's just bossy around trying to pad his pockets. Figure out what you want to do. Set some goals. Plan it out and go for it. Because this shit's about to hit the fan, DT's running the show, baby. Let's make America great again. Anyway, on that note, Caught in Two Minds, we'll be back Monday, God willing, for another podcast. Thanks for tuning in. I'm E. Marshall, and I'm out. Catch you. Oh, hold on. Let me get my little Twitter handle out there. I'm at E Marshall, EMARSHO. Please follow me and the show, CITM Podcast, at CITM Podcast on Twitter. Thanks, Fitty.
Hey, please, if you can, go over to iTunes, rate, review, subscribe. Let us know what you think. And you can always reach out to us at CITM podcast at gmail.com. CITM podcast at gmail.com. And me, you can find me at Twitter at Gooner Rush. At Gooner Rush.
Beautiful. Thanks for tuning in, guys and girls. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving week. And enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And just everybody chill out, dude. On that note, peace.
Peace.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and review the show. All feedback is much appreciated. If you would like to contact the show, drop us an email at citmpodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcast, at Gooner Rush, and at E Marshall. That's EMARSHO. The music in this podcast has been provided by Statics. If you like what you hear, be sure to check them out at staticsentertainment.com and follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.